My personal thought when I reached the top of Mount Everest, it was just that immense joy.
What a day!
It's as simple as that. I do those things because it makes me happy and I feel fulfilled. My name is Sebastian. I live in Quebec City, Canada, and I'm a motivational speaker. This is where I studied, so life as a student was fun. It was amazing. I was like any other student. I was a social butterfly, not very active at the time. I probably spent way more time at the pub than I should have. And when I was 22 years old, everything changed. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. When I was diagnosed, I was, well, first so scared. I wanted a family, I wanted a career, I wanted to travel and see the world. And I was really scared that being a type 1 diabetic would make all of that impossible. I want to say the first week was so hard and scary and overwhelming. And then I remember that very quickly I realized that there's nothing I can do. It's not going away, so I have to accept it right away and then get on with my new life. There you go. It's stuff from the Mount Everest climb, 2008, almost 10 years ago. I'm sure it's gonna bring back some pretty good memories. I climbed Mount Everest because I thought it would show in a very powerful way that if you can climb Mount Everest with type 1 diabetes, there's nothing you can't do. So these boots, I remember when I bought them, I slept with them first night. And it's amazing how much you rely on these things, and you can go from a wonderful climb to an absolute nightmare just in a few seconds if the tools you're using fail on you. I'm training for an Ironman right now, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's supposed to hurt sometimes. I competed in the Sahara race in 2012, and it's a pretty tough race. It's 250 kilometers, self-supported, and that's over 5 days. I don't think I've ever suffered this much.
When you're determined to brew the world's best beer, you discover a thing or two along the way. In 1883, Carlsberg discovered how to isolate a pure yeast culture. Insulin was one of the most important byproducts of that discovery.
I'm a type 1 diabetic, which means I do not produce insulin anymore. Therefore, I have to inject it either through syringes, insulin pens, or what I wear now, an insulin pump. I wouldn't be alive without insulin. That's short of it. You almost look like an astronaut up there, you know, with the mask and the big, moon boots. I'm very attached to this gear because it symbolizes, the thing that I wanted to do. If you do things with purpose, nothing can stop you. Climbing Mount Everest as a type 1 diabetic is not the best idea. It's a 2-month-long expedition. So the likeliness of something going wrong with your insulin is pretty high. The insulin part of the expedition is definitely the most stressful because this is my lifeline. The one athletic achievement I am most proud of has to be to run across Canada. So basically in this box I have all the running shoes I used when I ran across Canada. 8 pairs actually. Pretty good memories. They're all numbered, and then with which city from which city I ran. It was 180 marathons in 9 months. Everest was so personal. I did not change any lives when I climbed Mount Everest, but when I ran across Canada, that meant something for thousands of kids all over the country. I wanted to make it very clear that even when you live with type 1 diabetes, you can still have the life you want. Whenever I'm racing or exercising, quite often I think about how amazing the technology that I use is. It literally keeps me alive.